Good evening, YouTube. Welcome to the Late Night Rip Sesh. I am a long-time viewer, first-time poster, so take it easy on me, please. I got into Pokemon when I was a kid, but eventually grew out of it. And then as an adult, as one often does, you get nostalgic. So I managed to go out and get this perfect order booster box. So let's open it up and see what's inside. I had already pre-cut the packs in here for easier ripping. And I know this is the newest set out there, so I hope everyone is enjoying it. I think we'll start with the Meowth pack. Oh, there he is. And here is the code. And now let's look at the first pack of cards from this box. Let's see. Now we have a reverse hollow supporter judge trainer. If anyone would love to clue me in on what the stadium and supporter cards are, they differ. That would be super helpful. So, nice card. Next up, we have a nose pass. And I believe the next card will be our rare. So let's see what it is. I think it's going to just be something normal. Let's take a look. Yeah. A regular hollow Gengar. Yeah, so that was this pack. And I think we might as well continue on with this side here with the Zygarde. There's the code card, this pack. Core memory. Geobuster. Discard all energy from this Pokemon. Interesting. A reverse hollow Glitchinder. A Scatterbug. And actually, you know what? He's pretty cute. He's a little goober, looks like. And finally, probably a normal one. Landorus. Okay. And then our energy. Put him here. Let's put that there. I don't know, I like to keep the energies at the back. So let's go with the right side. Left side hasn't given us anything yet. There's the code. Got ourselves another scatterbug. A Snorlax classic. Though I don't know I would want to be in that position because he looks like he's just gonna fall onto you. What is a Gormandizer? Flip a coin until you get tails. Search your deck for an amount of basic energy up to the number of heads and attach it to this Pokemon. And shuffle. I mean, kinda makes sense. You would need a lot of energy to be able to use this collapse attack. So, very on brand. We have an Esper. Nap. Heal 20 damage. Nice. Probopass, the evolved form of Nose Pass. He basically just gets a mustache. Obliterating Nose. Does a crap ton of damage. Makes sense. Crazy. The amount of damage and HP these Pokemon have is insane these days. Another core memory. Now we're into the reverse hollows. This is a Spinarak. This was one of the very first Pokemon I caught in Johto. In the Pokemon Gold. Another reverse hollow common. This time it's a Ghastly. Telepathic energy. Now these are, I believe these are new to Perfect Order. Before opening this box, I had opened a few other products, namely some Mega Evolution, some Phantasmal Flames, so Scarlet and Violet, that era. And I never saw any of these more advanced looking energies in any of those sets. So, as long as this card is attached to a Pokemon, it provides psychic energy. But it seems to have a secondary effect. When you attach this card from your hand to a psychic Pokemon, search your deck for up to 2 basic psychic Pokemon and put them onto your bench. So it seems like this is like it calls in reinforcements of your other Pokemon. And finally, a basic leaf energy. For our next pack, I think we'll go Mega Starmie. I do need to share my opinion on this design. I am not a fan. Why? Why? You could have done anything. I would have taken a third starfish behind it, you know? I would have taken that. But instead, we got tall Starmie. Here is the code. Pretty neat to have like a Tyrannosaurus type Pokemon. Well done, Pokemon Company. You made barnacles cool. Yet another core memory. A. Is that like. Can we just omit this O and call it a Turtonator? Is it really Turtonator? 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 How do you say that? Please educate me. Into the reverse hollows, we have a seal. We have a reverse hollow Tyrantrum. Very nice, because it's a rare. So reverse hollow rares are always lovely. Finally, our rare card. It might be something this time. It is not anything. It is a normal Chien Pao. Interesting. Rising Blade does a bunch of damage. Double damage if it's an EX Pokemon. Well, thought it might have been something. And then our fighting energy. Let's go for this version of Clefable. A Shinx, a Tyrant, a Seal, a Dublade, now we have a reverse hollow Chien Pao. I like the dark hollow pattern, the reverse dark hollow pattern here. So let's see if this pack got any more magic. We have a Sail Fossil. The Sail Fossil is played as if it were any 60 HP basic normal Pokemon. Here's our rare. It is the evolved form of this one, Aurorus. Another hollow. Electric energy. Or is it lightning energy? I forget. A reverse hollow Lumiose Galette. Galettes are pretty good if you ever had one in real life. 20 damage and a special condition. Or if you've played other JRPGs, it might be called a status effect. Reverse hollow Scatterbug. And finally, a hollow Aurorus. Man. Let's go with the Zygarde, shall we? There is the code. There is an onage. So the basic form of Doublade. A Spinnerack. A Skorupi. Haven't seen this one yet. This is a Tarragon supporter. Put up to 4 in any combination of fighting Pokemon and basic fighting energy cards from your discard pile into your hand. Another Diggersby, who is for sure going to whap down for what? A Klefki. Now, this is another newer-ish Pokemon that I was aware of because of how lazy it is. It's just a bunch of keys. A reverse hollow trainer card. Pokemon catcher. Ooh, this is going to be a spicy one. It is a Mega Starmie EX. Let's get a look at that. Very nice. Very neat card. I like the splashing effect. And then there's also, you also have these waves. This giant wave that's splashing out. And then you have this energy here. And then you have this pattern, this aura of sorts shooting out from behind of Starmie here. Very cool. Our next pack is going to be a Mega Starmie pack, so how apt. And then I think I'll follow it up with another Meowth. Sounds good. There is the code. Another Skorupi. Another Seal. Another Shinx. I'm obviously going to speed through these as we've seen these ones before. Another Tarragon. Diggersby. Lumio City. A reverse hollow Fletchling. That's interesting that the further evolutions of this guy are fire Pokemon, and yet this one is a normal type. Is that common in the new games? The new version of the game? Chirp. Search your deck for up to 2 Pokemon with fighting resistance. Very useful. Volcanion, yet it is a water type. That is a fire-sounding name, sir. Chien Pao. This is a pretty common rare. And then a leaf energy. Grass. Grass. I remembered. Grass energy. So if you yelled at me before for not saying the right one, grass energy. Grass. Don't do grass. Cool. There's the code. Does 10 damage to itself. A barbarical. That sounds like something you would say, don't it? That's barbarical. Like that. Ooh. Eradicate. Hadn't seen this one yet. And then if you have a bunch of Rattata, you're running a bunch of these guys. you're gonna do a crap ton of damage. A reverse hollow hippopotas. Oh, look at that. In one of our rare slots, we have a full art Probopass. Wonderful view of that mustache there. Just absolutely splendid. Oh, and then finally our rare is another telepathic energy. Next we'll do a Clefable. There is the code. We have an energy search. A furfrow. Furfrow. Another Tyrant. A Servine. Solar Cutter. You would think with a name like that, it would have some sort of secondary effect. But it doesn't, it just does 40 damage. Okay. Another Eradicate. Another Rose's Encouragement. Another Vivillon. A reverse hollow Eradicate. A reverse hollow Meowstick. And then finally, a Luxray. Evolves from Luxio. Does a lot of damage though. The Lightning Hollow is pretty cool. Let's go with Starmie again. There's the code. Here's a new one. A Dartrix evolves from Rowlet. A Mawile. I guess it's called that because it has a giant maw for hair. Another Talonflame. A mistyped Volcanion. I still maintain this should be a fire type. A reverse hollow Tarragon. I think I got another reverse hollow one of those. Oh, heyo. A full art Clefairy. I'm pretty sure this is one of the sought after ones. And then our rare is a Gengar. There's the code. Did we pull one of those yet? Another Pokemon catcher. Another Big Nose. Another Snivy. Another Aegislash. Another Energy Swatter. Another Meowstick. A reverse hollow Gengar, which is pretty nice. a reverse hollow Jacinth, and finally a Tyrantrum. Tyrannically gutsy. If you have any special energy, you get 150 HP. Very useful. I think we'll go for a Clefable next. There's the code. Let's put the energy card first for this one. That'll be fun. It's a steel energy. If you saw the rare, don't tell me what it is. But we have a Mawile, a Rattata or Rattata, an Onage, a Spinarak, a Turtonator, a Shaman. Haven't seen this one yet. You can send flowers. Search your deck for an energy card and attach it to one of your benched grass Pokemon. A Lumiose Galette. Again, I highly recommend trying a Galette in real life if you haven't. Lumiose City. A reverse hollow Spupa. A Mega Clefable EX. Very nice. I really like these EX cards. There's a lot of patterning. You can see the stars here that are kind of shooting out. But there's different textures in each area, which probably make that out. Let's do Meowth next. There's the code. A reverse hollow telepathic energy. So this one doesn't have the hollow in the middle. Of course, as you know, it's hollow down here. So there's that. And then our next reverse hollow is a Dedenne. Diden or Dedenne. Either which way, it has tail generator. Choose basic electric energy cards from your discard pile. Bunch of other text and Thundershock. And for our rare, oh, it is a Mega Zygarde EX full art. So we will sleeve the crap out of it. I'll put it right there. And then Psychic Energy. Love it. Let's keep it going with a Zygarde pack. I do want the one that looks like that. That's the one we're going for. Here is the code. We have a Rowlet. Don't know if we had seen this one yet. However, this poor guy, I guess he looks stranded in this dystopian hellscape. Poor little goober. A jaw fossil. Now, this is what turns into the tyrant. Same rules as the sail, adventuring sail, whatever, protective sail. Anyway, you play it as a 60 HP basic normal Pokemon, and it's basically immune to all the status effects and it can't run away. But that's okay. And Amara, Antique Sail. Antique Sail. That's what it was called. Bunnelby. Drapion. Lumiose City. Aromatisse. Servine. A new one, Haunter. We hadn't seen this one yet, so now we have the full line Ghastly, Haunter, and Gengar. This is the reverse holo, which is pretty nice. And another Tyrantrum. Let's go with a Mega Starmie. Rattata. Another Dartrix. Another Onage. Cut. 10 damage. Nothing. Why bother? A regular Haunter. Another Aromatisse. Rose's Encouragement. Vivillon. Hippowdon evolves from Hippopotas. This is the reverse holo. Reverse holo Pokepad. And finally, ooh, a spicy one. Salazzle EX. Pretty cool looking. It actually reminds me of the holographics from the base set. The stars are the same. Very neat. And he's looking like he's having a great time. Dark Energy. We have a Staryu. A Binacle. This is a new one. Barbaricle's predecessor. Dartrix. A Bunnelby. He looks utterly clueless, doesn't he? Like he's gonna get hit with a bike. Another Lumiose Galette. Another Shaman. Another Judge. Another Superior, but this is the reverse holo version, which is nice. A reverse holo Aromatisse. And finally, a Yveltal EX. Very cool. Fighting Energy. And then the code card. Ta-da! Stop, we'll do Mega Starmie again. The code card. Energy Search. Furfrou. Tyrant. Servine. Judge. Volcanion. Naveen. Reverse holo Landorus. There we go. A lot of reverse holo rares in this box. Reverse holo Aegislash. Something that's interesting is Aegislash is a stage 2 evolution, and yet it is only uncommon. Typically, stage 2s would be rare, but such is not the case here. A Meowth EX, how about that? Pretty cool. Steel energy. So let's talk about this Meowth. Pretty cool looking. He's punching at you. Kind of reminds me of the Starmie here. So as you can see, they're both kind of punching or kicking towards the camera in this direction. And here on Meowth, you can see the traditional holographic sparkle pattern. Very nice card. There's the code. Another Amara. Another Bunnelby. Another Hippopotas. Dartrix. Naveen. Hippopowdon. Pokebad. Now we're in the reverse hollows. We have an Esper. A Vivillon. And a Superior. This is pretty cool looking. Very cool looking Pokemon. And then a Fire Energy. There is our code. Another Doublade. Another Spupa. Evolves from Scatterbug. Another Potion. Naveen. Hippopowdon or Hippowdon. Lumioskelet. A reverse hollow Aurorus. A reverse hollow Bunnelby. And a Lapras EX. Very nice. Splashy water all over the borders here. The traditional hollow sparkle. Psychic energy. Let's go for Mega Starmie. There's our code card. We have our water energy. Fletchling. Fletchinder. How crazy would it be if we got Talonflame next? Oh, but no, just a Klefki. A Binacle. A Luxio. A Jacinthe. Meowstick. Reverse hollow Furfrou. Reverse hollow Drapion. And finally, Growing Energy. This grass Pokemon this card is attached to gets plus 20 HP. So is that plus 20 overall? Or is that like healed by 20? Hmm. Probably the latter. Mega Zygarde time. Rowlet, Amara, Hippopotas, Hole Digging Shovel, Raticate, Pokepad, Barbaracle, Reverse Hollow Potion, Reverse Hollow Shinx, Gengar, another one. This is pretty cool looking now that I really get a good look at it. He's definitely haunting somebody. He's in action. He's doing what Gengars do. He's in his element, you know? Very cool. And then electric energy. Let's try Mega Clefable. There's the code. We have Klefki, Binacle, Rowlet, Jaw Fossil, Drapion, Judge, Volcanion, Reverse Hollow Mawile, Reverse Hollow Barbaracle, and regular Dugong. This one looks kind of nice. It's hollowy, but these splashes in the foreground aren't hollow to give it some contrast. Pretty cool. Let's go for Meowth. There's the code. Spritzy. Ariados, that's a new one. Klefki. Energy Search. Turtonator. Naveen. Hippowdon. Another Reverse Hollow Trainer card. This time it is a Crushing Hammer. And finally, a Special Energy, Telepathic Energy, Basic Steel Energy. And now we're back to Spritzy. Here is the code. Fighting Energy. Legender. Staryu. Klefki. Potion. Shaman. Lumiosquelette again. Luxio. Reverse Hollow. Growing Energy. Reverse Hollow Ariados. And finally, a full art Rosa's Encouragement. Pretty cool. The full arts are always nice. You have this, once again, fingerprint type texture running throughout the card. And then back to our fighting energy. is the code. Ariados, Staryu, Fletchling, Fletchender, Talonflame, no, Lumio City. Talonflame, what the heck? How did that happen? Core memory. A reverse hollow Rocky energy. I don't believe we've gotten one of these yet. Prevents all effects of attacks used by your opponent's Pokemon done to the fighting Pokemon this card is attached to. Existing effects are not removed. Damage is not an effect. So, kinda prevent status effects, but doesn't remove any ones that were already there. And finally, okay. There didn't seem to be much shuffling. At any rate, Psychic Energy. So, should we do Mega Zygarde or Mega Zygarde? I think we'll go with Mega Zygarde. There is the code. Basic Energy. Water Energy. Dedenne. Fletchling. The other one, Fletchender. Talonflame. Judge. Turtonator. Jacynth. Snorlax. Reverse Hollow. Onage. Reverse Hollow. Now notice, the normal Pokemon has the rainbow color at the bottom and is still kind of a silver color. The Steel type does not have that rainbow color. Finally, a Luxray. I knew it was going to be a regular hollow. Let's go back down this line here with the Mega Clefable. There is the code. We have an Esper, a Probopass, Sail Fossil, Dedenne, Meowstic, Tarragon, Diggersby, a reverse hollow Luxray, pretty nice, and a full art Esper, also very nice. Just napping away there during a nice day. This hollow, however, this full art is flat. As you can see, there's no texture to it. Still a beautiful card. And a growing energy. I really do like this art. I hope I can find this card in one of these last packs. Come on. It can happen, but probably not. I think I've pulled enough full arts as it is. There's the code. Sail Fossil, Dedenne, Ariados, Staryu, Raticate, Rose's Encouragement, Vivillon, Reverse Hollow Spritzy, Reverse Hollow Rattata, and finally, a full art Tarragon. We are just getting all of the full art trainers in this box. So, lots of texturing all throughout, all of his clothes, his backpack or whatever that is, his helmet here, his beard. Very nice. Let's do Clefable. There is our code. We have Haunter, Robopass, Snorlax, Dedenne, Diggersby, Barbarical, Core Memory, Turtonator, Doublade, and Chien Pao. Hadn't seen this one in a minute. Electric Energy. Mega Starmie. Here is the code card. Let's do this. 1, 2, 3. Now the front card should be our first reverse hollow. Skorupi, Robopass, and our rare is Mega Zygarde, but not the one we're looking for. Still very cool though. You have the texture here, and then the flat here. A flat hollow material. And then Zygarde himself has the thumbprint type texture. Still a very cool card. And then Psychic Energy. I think for these last packs, let's just go for the rares. Let's go for Meowth. There is our code. Energy, rare, uncommon, common, or, reverse hollow. I like to think one of the reverse hollows is a common and the other one is an uncommon. But as we know, that's not always the case. We have a Pokeball, a full art Raticate. Was not expecting that whatsoever. There doesn't seem to be any... It's a little bit of a defect there. But there's no texturing for this one. Pretty cool looking though. It actually, it tracks very well with its abilities. the retaliatory incisors, you have a bunch of Rattata on deck here, just like in the attack. So, very on brand. And then our regular rare is a Rocky Energy. Almost done. Let's go with the Zygarde. There's the code. Energy, rare, thing, other thing. Energy search. Salandit. Dugong. Fighting energy. I believe we've seen all of the bulk cards in the set. At least at this point. Last pack. Let's pray for some last pack magic. I don't know exactly how to do that, but we will just do it. Here is the last code of this perfect order booster box. Energy, rare, thing, other thing. Mega Zygarde Full Art Secret Illustration Rare. Luxio. Tyrant. Oh, what was it? I didn't really see it. Mega Zygarde EX Full Illustration Rare. Lapras EX. Not terrible. Fire Energy. So, how did we do? Well, we got a few Gengars, a few Auroruses, a few Chien Pows, a few telepathic energies, a couple Dugongs, a couple Tyrantrums, a couple Rocky energies, a couple Superiors, a couple Luxrays, a couple Growing Energies, and a single Landorus. So, a lot of duplicates and triplicates in this box. As for EXs, we have a couple Laprases, a single Meowth, a Yveltal, and a Salazzle. Pretty cool. As for Mega EXs, we did pretty badly here, I must say, as we only got 3. The Mega Zygarde, the Mega Starmie, and the Mega Clefable. As for full arts, this box was actually pretty cracked. We have a Mega Zygarde EX full art, a Clefairy, a Probopass, an Esper, a Raticate, a Tarragon, and a Rosa's Encouragement. If you've ever gotten more full art illustrations than you have Mega EXs, let me know. Because I really think, let's see for a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Almost more full art illustrations than we had EXs and Megas combined. So this box actually ended up being very good. I hope you enjoyed this late night rip sesh. Have a great evening and enjoy the rest of your night.